Hello Legacy students, Marsh here. So today we're going to start our new unit on special functions. What we're going to first start with though is a very important conversation and something that's going to continue throughout this class, which is domain and range of a continuous or a non-discrete function. You're going to want two different colors of like markers or two different pens, like two different pens or something like that, and then a sheet of graphs as well. Your learning targets. You can identify the appropriate domain and range given a graph. You can write them also in interval notation. And then we're also going to look at how to find domain algebraically in case you're not given a graph. That's definitely important as we continue up into our math career, especially like in calculus and pre-calc. So, remember, long ago we talked about domain and range beginning of this year, and in domain, remember guys, was our x values, range was our y values. Now this was of a discrete graph because it's ordered pairs, like the dots that are not all connected. So domain range from a graph that is continuous, we cannot list all the possible x and y values. So to list that, we're going to use an interval of values. So when we look at a graph and read what it says in terms of x and y, domain, remember guys, is left to right, because we read left to right, but range is bottom to top. So always think you're going to go negative to positive. Now, what does it mean to be an interval notation? Well, interval notation is kind of used when we're writing domain and range, and also just to represent a particular part of a number of values. So some stuff to keep in mind. Parentheses are used for open dots. So if we have an open dot on the graph, we're going to use a parenthesis. Remember guys, long ago, open dots were the less than or greater than symbol, if you remember that kind of idea. Brackets are used when you're using a closed dot. And if a line goes on forever, we're going to consider it going to infinity in that direction. I'll show you what this means. Domain and range is more of a I can see what you're doing rather than I can take notes on it. So right here we have domain and range of these graphs. So we're going to first identify the domain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my markers right here, and I'm going to figure out how far left does this graph go and how far right does this graph go. So notice this circle right here is my graph. So it goes, oh, that's not a very good color. Probably should pick something like red maybe. Will red work? There we go. So my graph goes from there and then it goes all the way over here. Notice guys, it's not covering any other x values. So that is my domain. My domain, I'm going between 0. Notice how I'm hitting on 0 though. So that would be a bracket on 0. And then I am going until 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I am hitting on 4 as well. So I'm going to say from 0 to, the comma is like a 2, 4, and another bracket. So that's me saying I'm going from 0 to 4. Now let's take another color. What looks really nice. Let's use this bright green. And I'm going to do my range now. So bottom and top of my graph. Notice guys, it's starting at 0 here for my range. So my range is between 0, but notice guys, it is hitting on 0, so it is included in our range. And we're going up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So my range is from 0 to 4, including. So these are me saying I am including those values. Okay, let's try this next one here. So I'm going to swap colors here. Back to my red. Let's do our domain. So now first notice this guy's going to keep on growing bigger and bigger and bigger. He's going to keep on growing out, 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 out. So notice guys, ultimately all the way off this graph, off my screen right now, this is going to keep growing over. So notice he's going to go off to negative infinity because this is the negative x values. So over here would be negative infinity. I can't really draw a line for him because he's just going to keep on growing out. Same way in this direction. So he's going to keep on growing to negative infinity and positive infinity. So my domain for him would be from negative infinity to positive infinity. He's going to keep growing this way and he's going to keep growing that way. We cannot prevent him. We can't like say, well, you're only going to cover this amount, because he's going to keep on opening up, 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 and he's going to keep on going. Now notice with my infinities, you're going to use parentheses. You're not going to use brackets on infinity, because technically can't really hold infinity, can't really include it, because there's always one more number if you want to get into that kind of argument. Range, notice I'm going to keep going this way, right? So I'm going to go from negative infinity, because he's going to keep going down, 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 down. So my range would be from negative infinity to, notice he's going to keep going up, 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 so infinity. He is, domain and range are exactly the same on that particular graph. Let's try another one here. So I got my domain first. Well, this guy's going to keep on opening up, up, up. So he's going to go off to negative infinity. This guy can't really draw a line either because he's going off to positive infinity. So my domain would be from negative infinity to infinity. But my range, this range looks a little different. So bottom here, notice he starts here, but then he keeps going up, 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 up. So he's going to go to positive infinity, it looks like. So my range starts at a value of -2. Notice how I'm putting a bracket on there because it was starting there. It was not an open dot, it was just kind of there. So that means a closed dot. And I'm going off to infinity. Just like that. Now let's go look at the domain on the next guy here. Well, left way, he's gonna keep going, so that's negative infinity. Right side, he's gonna keep on going. Can't really draw a line, saying you're stopping here. He's never gonna stop. So that means he's stopping at infinity. So my domain for this guy would be negative infinity to infinity. My range for this guy, well, he's going to keep going down, right? He's going to keep going down, 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 down. So he's going to be at negative infinity. He's going to go to negative infinity. And he's also going to come for positive infinity. So my range would be from negative infinity to infinity. A lot of graphs actually have that for their domain and their range. You'd be very surprised how often that does happen. Okay, let's take a look at a couple more here. So I got my domain. Let's find the domain of this guy here. Well, looks like he keeps going this way, right? Probably swap color here. Swap to my domain color. Keeps going this way. So he's going to negative infinity. So he's going to cover all the negative x's. This stop, though, he stops here. So he stops at 1, 2. So my domain would be from left to right. He's going from negative infinity, that's where he's drawing, all the way. He keeps on being drawn until he hits 2. And he hits 2. I believe that was a closed dot, right? Yep, that was a closed dot right there. Now let's go ahead and do my range. So bottom starts here. Notice how he's going to keep on opening up, up, up. So that means he's going to be infinity going up. So my range would be from, bracket, bad marsh, bracket. There we go. From negative and 2 to positive infinity. Parentheses on infinity, don't forget that. And then let's take a peek at this last guy here. I'm going to keep my green for both of them here. Domain, notice, it's going to keep opening up, up, up. So he is from negative infinity. He's opening up, up, up this way too. So my domain, negative infinity to infinity. Range, however, notice, he has a starting point that we can see. at 1, 2, 3, negative 4, including it because it's covering that. And it's going to keep going up, 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 up to infinity. And with that, that's the end of this video. See you later, Sabers.